Welcome everyone to HueFin News, the place and location to where we give you guys news according to the charts. Today is October the 15th, 2016. We are looking at the cryptocurrency market capitalization website to get an overall view of what occurred today in the cryptocurrency market. But before we get started, please note that we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you guys investment advice, but rather we maintain that what we are giving you guys is more powerful than what any advisor can give to you. We are giving you guys the emotions, the feel of the market participants who transact business on a regular basis within the cryptocurrency market, and they actually leave their footprints in the market, and we are simply interpreting those footprints to try to gauge the likely movement of these cryptocurrencies. So you guys can see that the cryptocurrency market lost about $2 billion on today. Yesterday, the market stood at $176 billion. Today, it is at $174 billion. So obviously, the market did shoot lower overall for some of these cryptocurrencies. But as we look at Bitfinex, you guys will see that some buying came back into the market. The market did shoot lower today for the majority of these cryptocurrencies, and I guess it goes with the saying that when Bitcoin falls, the rest of the altcoins follow suit. Okay, so you guys can see that Bitcoin is down 1.32%, Ethereum as well, almost down 2%. Ripple, only cryptocurrency pretty much for the day that came out positive, up 1.33%. Bitcoin Cash is down 2.15%. Litecoin is up 1.89%. Dash down now. Monero, BitConnect, Neo had a etched out a positive gain today, up 0.17%. IOTA down, and Ethereum Classic is down 2.40%. So like I said earlier, a lot of the cryptos did end today lower, but we need to look specifically at these price bars to see what indications, what is the emotions in the market for these cryptos. Because you guys can see that with Bitcoin, they are down 2.03%. The last trade was at $5,712. And looking at the daily price chart, you guys see that Bitcoin did move lower right around to that $5,400 area. And we mentioned that 2 days ago, not yesterday, but our video before that, that if the market was truly weak, then we would expect Bitcoin to come to $5,400. So the market did shoot down there and almost touched it. It touched it at $5,450, but buyers came into the market and brought it to a close of $5,713. But what I want you guys to pay attention to is the spread of this particular bar for today. So the spread for today almost encompasses the last 2 trading days for Bitcoin. Now that does not mean that Bitcoin is going to be moving lower, but what it does mean is that it's going to be a lot harder for Bitcoin to make higher highs. So we need to see if the buyers in today's market, are they still interested in higher prices? Because if so, then they will definitely move higher. If not, then they will move lower. So this is kind of like a trial run bar. So usually we don't give you guys analysis for trial runs. So we just will simply say that Bitcoin will be trading sideways because we still do not know if the buyers in the market participants, if they're still interested in higher prices for Bitcoin. But one thing I can tell you, over the last 3 trading days, including today, the interest to higher prices has been waning. You guys can see that on the 13th of October, we had stockpile coming in the market. Then yesterday, the volume was extremely light, so there was no interest in higher prices. And then today we get a push to, almost like a push to go down bar, but the market shot up. So the buyers kind of came in the market today. So this is kind of like a last gasp for the buyers in the market for Bitcoin. And if the market is higher tomorrow, then they do have a little bit more life in them to move higher. But if not, then Bitcoin will be moving lower. So we're not going to give you analysis for Bitcoin, but just note that is still in the cards for Bitcoin to move higher and or lower. We just wait for confirmation tomorrow. If we get an up bar tomorrow, then Bitcoin will be moving higher. So the next one we're going to go ahead and check out is Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 0.85%. Last trade was at $336.97. And just like with Bitcoin, Ethereum did the same thing. And we mentioned to you guys that you don't get enough. You can't get too many days of stockpile in the market without the market moving lower. So Ethereum did move lower, and it came down to $320. We mentioned that on our video yesterday. But you guys can see how the market did shoot back up towards the open and close from yesterday and the day before yesterday. With the stockpile that we had over the last 2 days, including the market moving lower on today, we're expecting Ethereum to continue to trade sideways on tomorrow. But if we do not get a push to go a bar past this $340 area, then expect Ethereum to trade sideways to lower. But if we do get a push to go a bar for Ethereum, then expect the market to come at least to the high of maybe around the 3rd of September. Okay, it might even come to the close from the 3rd of September, which was $350. Ethereum might try to give it a go to hit that area one more time before the market will move lower. But yeah, if we don't get a push to go a bar, then definitely Ethereum will be trading sideways to lower. And the next one we're going to talk about is Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 1.75%. Last trade was at $316.02. So Bitcoin Cash is definitely a laggard within the cryptocurrency market. It is taking a lot of time for Bitcoin Cash to move higher. But one of the positive things that I can say for Bitcoin Cash is that even though the market hasn't been moving higher and or lower, it has just been trading sideways over the last 7 days. So that is a pretty good sign that Bitcoin Cash is still maintaining strength. And also for today's bar, I want you guys to look at that volume for today. It is extremely light, and the bar that we have today is a trial run bar. So our analysis for Bitcoin Cash did not change from yesterday. It is still for them to trade sideways to higher. Next one we're going to talk about is Ripple. So Ripple is up 3.63%. Last trade was at 26,468. And Ripple is definitely being very facetious in trying to move higher, but it cannot get through 26 cents. Over the last, you guys can see, 6 trading days, you can see that Ripple came as a high right around 26 cents, 26.5 cents. And ever since, it could not close above it. Ever since over the last week, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 days. Over the last 8 trading days, Ripple has not made it above 26.5% as a close. Now it did come here and touch the highs of 27 cents, but every day we continually to get stockpile for Ripple in this area. One of the positive things to mention though is that every time the market shot lower for Ripple, the market came and shot higher the next day. So we had all of this stockpile hit Ripple on yesterday, but then today the market did move lower, but then the buyers came in and bought up all the selling that was occurring today for Ripple, and it was able to close higher than the close from yesterday. But then you look on this bar again today, and we have stockpile on today's bar. So if anything, it looks like Ripple's going to continue to trade sideways, and we're looking for 24 cents to 28 cents. So that's a 4 cents difference from where it currently is trading, a 4 cents area from where Ripple is trading that it can possibly go. So over the last 8 days, you guys can see that Ripple has just been trading sideways within a very wide spread for each of these bars. So obviously a lot of action is occurring in Ripple right now. But if I look at it and you stand out from it, it looks like Ripple is not going to be making higher highs from like that 27 cents area, unless we get a push to go up bar, just like with Ethereum. If we don't get a push to go up bar for Ripple, then it will trade sideways to lower. If we do, then expect 29 cents, just like it did on the 24th and the 23rd of August. Ripple can definitely come back up there. Now, it might not be that strong. It might be worse. It might come up there and touch it, but then close lower. Just be watchful for that. But it just looked like Ripple's going to be trading sideways. So the next one we're going to go ahead and check out is going to be Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 1.28%. Last trade was at $65.63. And we knew that we needed to see Litecoin give us the push to go up bar, but definitely you guys can see the stockpile that appeared today for Litecoin. And if anything, we're expecting them to trade sideways to maybe lower. And if it's lower, we expect maybe to $64 for it to come and touch, and then it might move higher from there. But definitely with this much volume, this wide of a spread, and then for the bar to close a lot lower from the high, tells us that the interest in higher prices are not there at the moment. So we're looking for them to at least trade sideways to lower. Next one on the list is going to be Dash. So Dash is down 3.02%, 2.87%. Last trade was at $307.98. So we expected Dash to move higher on today, and it did not do that. As a matter of fact, it moved lower on a lot higher volume than yesterday. It's kind of looked just like Bitcoin's price bar, to where the market shot lower, but then the buyers in the market came in and it was allowed to close at the open from yesterday. But with the amount of volume, we need to see if the buyers are still interested in higher prices. If so, then the market will move higher. If not, then it will move lower. And one of the things that Dash will have to contend with is $320 for it to break through. It has been acting as a major area of resistance and support over the last couple of weeks to months, and it's going to take a push to go up bar for Dash to get higher highs. And by this bar that we've seen today, it's more likely that Dash will trade sideways to lower. And the sideways action will be $320 to $300. Next one on the list is Neo. So Neo is up 0.98%. Last trade was at $27.85. So Neo did move lower. We expected it to go to $26, but instead it went to $27. And the market buyers came in and was able to close it right here next to the low. So it looks like Neo is finding an area of support right here around 27, almost $28. It's Neo area of support and or resistance. If the market is not interested in higher prices from where it currently closed, then then Neo will continue to trade sideways to lower, and $26 will be that area. If the sellers are still in control, that's what's going to happen. If the buyers are in control, then expect Neo to trade higher to possibly the high that occurred on the 14th of October, which was $29.65. So kind of today was a wash between the buyers and the sellers to have the open and close right in the same area. So you necessarily do not know who's in control for today. So our analysis for Neo for tomorrow is for them to trade sideways, and we're looking for $26 and or $30 for that sideways trading to occur. So now we're going to talk about Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is down 1.99%. Last trade was at $11.99. So Ethereum Classic did make higher highs, but definitely the sellers in the market came in and was able to push it lower. Buyers also came in and was able to push it to a close in the middle of today's price spread. So it looks like Ethereum Classic is still going to give us that sideways trading action until that stockpile has been bought up by the market participants. Okay, so expect Ethereum Classic to continue to trade sideways, and that is from the high of today, which was $12.50 to around $11 is what our sideways trading action for Ethereum Classic is going to be. But definitely it looks as if Ethereum Classic will continue to trade sideways to lower due to the spread and where the bar closed at on today with the volume. So the last one on the list for today is going to be Monero. So Monero is down 5.03%. Last trade was at $95.17. So we knew that Monero came to a high just like it did on the 27th of September, and also on the 15th of September we said the next trading day the market shot lower, and that is exactly what happened today for Monero. So it should not come as no surprise for you guys as to what occurred in the market for Monero. So with the amount of volume and the spread for today, we're expecting Monero to continue to trade sideways to maybe even lower as well. So it just kind of looks like these cryptocurrencies are giving us trial run bars today. So tomorrow would definitely have to be a day that you need to watch the market. You need to stay abreast, because if the buyers are in the market again on tomorrow, then expect it to move higher. Okay, but it seems also that where these cryptocurrencies are being traded, that they will be trading sideways to lower. So that is, if we had like a pendulum, that's where majority of the weight is for these cryptocurrencies, for them to trade sideways to lower. But there's always the exception that the market can change on a dime to where the buyers are interested in these prices and they will step in and move the market higher. So that's why you always have to be abreast and aware of where the market is doing and where it's headed every day, especially in the cryptocurrency market, to where it's always operating 24 hours a day globally. So if a different country see the prices for these cryptocurrencies as being cheap, then they will come in while you're sleeping and buy up the market, and then the moment that you wake up in the morning, you saw that you missed out on a move. So that's why whenever you have money or funds involved in the cryptocurrency market, always stay abreast and aware of your particular trade. Okay, because our analysis that we do here on a daily basis is as the market is right now. So the moment that we conclude our analysis, the market can change that quickly. So that's why you always want to make sure you are aware of your trade and where you are in your particular trade, because as the market is being interpreted right now is where the market is going to be headed. And as you guys can see in our analysis, the market does move lower, but then the market closes higher, because within that time frame from us doing our daily cryptocurrency market analysis to where the market closes, the market changes its momentum or its tone. See, that's why it may seem as if our analysis is being misinterpreted or is incorrect, but when in actuality it has actually done what we said it will do. But during the midst of the next daily trading during the next trading day, that's when you guys saw the market change. So that's why it's imperative for all of you guys to understand this language for yourselves, rather than have someone else try to interpret these price bars and volume for you. And we will give you guys that opportunity soon. Okay, we will give you guys the opportunity to learn this language for yourself, because once you learn it, then you will not be dependent on someone else to tell you what is the likely movement, price movement for these cryptocurrencies. And don't let no one tell you that it's not possible to see or where a price is headed, because we have been doing that over the last 3 months, analyzing and telling you guys where is likely these cryptocurrencies are going to move. So that's all we got for today. Appreciate the new subscribers. For all those who had just came on board, it will be a great benefit for you guys to go out and check out that video called Just Some of the Basics, because I mentioned today trial run and push to gold bar. If you guys don't know the meaning of what those words are, it tells you in that video on these terms that I use daily on this channel, and that will help you out greatly as we continue to do these daily cryptocurrency market analysis. As well, guys, continue to subscribe, like, and share. If you guys got any comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section, and if requires a response, then we'll go ahead and respond to it as soon as possible. And as well, use the timestamps in the description to help aid you in saving some of your time while you guys are watching YouTube videos. Okay, so that's all I got for today. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one. Stay profitable, and I'll talk to you guys later.